nation, we call a new risen king. The devil is history. Don't mess with the enemy, I will go crazy. You know who is sending me? A father who lives in me, Jesus will save me.
I'm Mr. Too Sliver.
Thank God I made it, now let's go crazy. 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 Yeah, it ain't nothing but a thing. Do this every day. Yeah, will hate me anyway. Thank God I made it, now let's go crazy. Now let's go crazy. Yeah, now let's go crazy. Now let's go crazy. Now let's go crazy. Now let's go crazy.
Lord, as I fall to the floor, now I'm calling the morgue, my flesh is fading.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got MP, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Pajemski. Then it's Porter, and it's Richards in at the center filling out the middle. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a three-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And we've got a great one for you here tonight. A good old-fashioned conference rivalry leg.
There's nothing wrong with teams disliking each other, and I think we've got that here tonight. It's been abundantly clear over the years. I would not be surprised if things got a little chippy tonight.
That's what we're here for.
I'm ready for it.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Jonathan Kuminga, Michael Porter out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Richards in at the center position. There's the triple.
Now it goes crazy.
Possessions can end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They play.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference final.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Kuminga is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's MP, and it's Porter in at the two. Now here's MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Malawach. Outside, Green to win the run. He can't get it to go.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A moment here to see the numbers for Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Novak. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Dunn. Lets it go from deep. So it's Phoenix now.
I don't need no go down, I'm ready. Hashtag useful. I was like 15, 5 feet tall. Y'all on his we only hang with the hide a neck. This in real life. Lord knows I don't like them. You too if you hang with the thighs, then you one of the ops. I don't care if you playing the game with the
Here is Novak, defended by Kuminga. Dunn sets a screen for Green to the paint. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Nick Richards, MV out there at Porter. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Pajemski in at the 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here is Novak. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And here's Booker from the arc.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
A three from MP. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. Now here's Booker. His last outing, he had 24 points. And RJ, you grew up in Phoenix. I imagine still a lot of connections in this neck of the woods.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to win a state title in high school in this building right here. But some of the people still work here. Then I played my college ball.
Hey, we took all the guys out of the a lot in the last time. I want her to be my ball, I don't care if you charge her to
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Pajemski. Then it's Porter, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Looking for the first basket of the game. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Warriors. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course, Phoenix, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the Suns are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Pass to Green. Trying to end the drought. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
MP finds Kuminga. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jonathan Kuminga. Suns trail by 20. Done outside. Pass to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
And MP throws it down hard.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Alston's gotten all 6 of his shots to drop perfect from the floor. And the Suns miss again.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
And the rejection by MP. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead of shooting foul, and we'll see free throws coming up right here. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Alston passes to Richards. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Fires for 3. The shot's good. Alston making the play. MV's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Now here's Booker. Still scoreless. trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure.
I'm about to have a new day. No matter what they say, what they say. Sun is shining down on me. Words are singing praise. I'm about to have
Now Green, an important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. And you watch Jalen Green, the second pick of the 2021 draft. He is built to score, Richard.
Yeah, he's a terrific shooter. Moves easily around the floor, and his ability to make mid-air adjustments.
I remember got my bag. I'm thinking that I'm gonna have a
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And we see Brandon Pajemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Kuminga. And B out there at quarter. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Richards in at the 5. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well,
Connects again from distance.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every single night. And stolen by MP. Porter in the corner. There's the three. Novak grabs the board. Phoenix with the ball. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building. With an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
I mean, he's checked in for the Suns. Trent comes in for Dunn. Back to Alston. 5 to shoot. An absolute bomb from three-point range. MP's got 23 points.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Booker in the post. He's covered by Alston. No good from Booker. Inside. Here's Gordon. Good in the assist goes to MP. MP. He's got his 5th assist in this one. So Booker will bring it up for Phoenix, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, it's difficult to win in this league, period, but it just...
MP against Booker. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Suns. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to...
I've been picking up classics in the laboratory. Well, I guess go fix the credit. I'm giving God the glory.
And so here's Phoenix. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can...
Here's Shed. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
Sorry. I'm from picking up classics in the laboratory. If your eyes focus the credit, only got the glory.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Black. Gordon out there with MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Prince. 5 on the clock. Here's Fleming. Good. And a nice assist from Prince.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
We're now joined by our sideline.
Here's Pumpkin in his last outing with 12 points. So on the floor for Golden State, they've got MP. Aaron Gordon is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2. Takes the 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Phoenix with it. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Well, that's a classic example of a tough road loss. If they had been at home with their crowd's energy behind them.
Connects again from distance.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every night. Prince with the bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you're for real.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Gordon brings the double team. Back to Prince. Puts up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. And Gordon with the big finish.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Pass to Prince for 3.
Tell him that Kevin is out of the gate, yeah, out of the gate.
And here are the Suns now. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MG. Black is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Puffkin in at the 2.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Black.
Here's Shed. No points so far on the floor for the Warriors. They've got Aaron Gordon. MP is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Buffkin in at the 2. Yabusele finds Trent from 13. And it's MP with a rebound. Austin's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. And MP knows that good things happen when you put pressure on the defense, and this time it leads to a foul.
And the Suns making a change here. Green is checked in. And both free throws good for MP. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Shed. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Trent outside. And the Suns miss again. And so it's Golden State with it. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns. Came out with a victory.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
On target from range.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so good. Another from 3.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every night. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
That's good stuff, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
2 on the clock. Launches it. And it's Shed missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And stolen by Green. And the Suns pushing it.
We now return to more HGA2.
The road get rocky again.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Fleming is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Gershon Yabusele. And it's Green. And it's Shed in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Charlotte just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing...
So sick, my diagnosis, need a doctor. Coasted, I didn't notice that my heart was broken. I couldn't focus till you offered answers, cause I was hopeless, needed water. Answers, cause I was hopeless.
And so it's Phoenix with it. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
Well, it's difficult to win in this league, period, but it's especially tough on the road.
And so in the game for the Warriors.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Trust me, you can come home. It's never too late. Red light, green light, stop. We do it for the love. It ain't only for the profit. I got homies doing drugs, and I pray they get up off. Don't let that take you to the coffin.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
We've got Green, Gershon Yabusele out there with Gary Trent, and it's Fleming in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
They've shown that.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got MP, Kuminga out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Gordon, and it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. They've got Gary Trent, Green out there with Gershon Yabusele, and it's Shed in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding grant.
Yeah, BA. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was a force of nature.
This is a 5-star world premiere.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Golden State's looking at who they've got. They've got MP, Kuminga out there with Gordon. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Puffkin in at the 2. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaFleur. Good! Another from 3.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every single night. Trent outside. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Pajemski. Last time, 14 points.
Waking up in a dream, sleepwalking on another big stage. You never heard peace till you hear people scream your name and you son. I'm so far away from the place.
Hook loose, stolen by MP. They've got. Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Now Trent, yet to see a basket. A moment to hear from Allie LaFleur.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. That night will be etched in people's memories.
I can see them from a mile away. You can step my money about a mile away. I got 3 white bricks like a
so hot.
go with no rolls like a shark bait. And all of my call them Barbie. She looking back like I'm flashing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on that.
It's supposed to not be hot. Oh yeah, use my phone.
Let's can't hit my line, I don't want it.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Kuminga out there with Pajemski. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Puffkin in at the 2 spot. Here's Fleming. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaFleur on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
I'm blocking, I'm feeling like Tim. I don't want a shot, got my hand in the rim. And God, he fighting for me.
Lions.
Hey, I thought with Casey and I'm on the cup. Been proud of my body, but I'm not a truck. The devil a chicken, that boy he a cluck. And now my jam.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Kuminga's gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. And here's Prince outside.
And so it's Phoenix with it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Gary Trent is out there with Green. Then there's Prince. Then it's Kershaw Yabusele. And it's Fleming in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Grant, as the season draws to a close,
most individual player stats are becoming more solidified.
And that can affect players' mentalities, BA, since certain numbers may bring bonuses or trade interest. Meanwhile, winning still has to be job number one.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Charlotte just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to...
And here is Green, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Jalen Green is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Fleming. Then it's Torian Prince. And it's Yabusele in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
The first ever pick out of the G League Ignite, Jalen Green created his own pathway to the NBA, selected second overall in 2021.
Now here's Porter. 23 points his last outing. Back to MP. Golden State moving the ball around. That's good from Porter on the assist by MP. Porter's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player is so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great sport.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Coming off that.
Lose control. All day, all night. Lose control.
And here's Booker. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Devin Booker out there with Green. Then it's Malawach. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Fleming in at the power forward.
Now Booker. No scoring in this one. We've got Malawach. Gary Trent is out there with Fleming. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Trent. And it's off from three-point range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Now it's and again for three.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every season.
Y'all want to get turned?
And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They've got Gary Trent, Devin Booker.
You can't tell me I ain't blessed. I ain't need a private jet. Tell me I'm a lag. No. Heard they wanna cancel me, dog. I can care less. No. Saying only God can judge me, but I'm discussed. No. Can't tell me that I ain't really blessed. Yeah.
Now Booker. Scoreless thus far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cummings out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Malawach. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Booker in at the one spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And the rejection by MP.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And there's
good. Another from three.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every single night. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive. Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. 6 to shoot. Back to Booker. They need this one. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Phoenix ball. Looking now at some numbers for Jonathan Kuminga. So for the Suns, Novak's checked in, and it's done in for Green. And the Warriors making a change here. On the wing, Booker is covered by Alston. Booker with nope.
Switching up the flavor. Yeah. I've been in the darkness for so long and now I see the light. I was dead up in my grave and then he brought me back to life. Picking up the gospel block and someone putting down the pipe. Got the holy water busting out the back into the Sprite.
As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Gary Trent. And it's Malawat in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Minute 32 left in the first half of this one. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes plays.
Now, Booker, he has yet to score. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. MP out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Connects again from distance.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every single that bucket in no time at all.
Over the course of his career, Booker has come a long way, truly developing his playmaking.
And that one's good with Richards. Richards got 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They can look forward.
I need no people. It's only Eli on the beat though. This my amigo. They steady popping and dropping. They Susan gave me the option. I'm running for it like Sonny the Dreamin'. Dreaming till you break to get the games. I'm all on it. I shine my teeth like might not be the whitest, but we shining like a street light.
24 seconds left in the first half. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to MP. Porter from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. Piling up the numbers that quarter. Already, he's got a double-double. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Suns.
Well, there's also talent, right? I mean, what can they do about that?
He's that kind of God.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian and
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those.
And again for three.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every night. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Such a wide open look. Pajemski's got 15.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Booker, pass to Dunn. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Malawach, covered by Richards. Here's Booker.
Now don't worry, look at the birds, they don't stress. People dropping from Corona, who knows I go next. We all die. Separate the strong and the weak. Falling asleep, I'm asking. I'm casting wind at the deep. Well, the worm dies now, there's plenty faster to eat. Yeah. Make you want to fast for a week. Make you want to laugh, you can't fathom the heat. The king is coming back.
Green with the ball. He's got 9. Jim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. You got Nick Richards. MP out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And again for 3.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every single night. Pass to Malawach. Booker with no one around. To come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Yeah, they showed effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Pajemski. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. And so Green will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It out to Booker for 3. Again, the miss by Booker.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious.
Here's what we're not gonna do.
The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. So on the floor for Gold.
Here's Green. 9 points in the game so far.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Nick Richards out there with Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Porter at the two-guard position. Now, here's MP. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel him to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. Novak kicks to Booker. No good again that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to Alston. Golden State moving the ball around. Good on the triple. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Booker.
No, no, I can't do this. No, I cannot do this by myself. The world is short. The world is short.
I'ma live for you, Lord. I ain't looking back.
And Richards comes to help. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Jalen Green. And it's Novak in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. The shot by Dunn, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often. It's just as important as putting up those points.
How does he do that? Booker absorbs the foul, but stays cool, knocks down the shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Outside for Green. The 3. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly. And that
connects again from distance.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every night. Dunn outside. Here's Booker, and the layup falls. Booker's got 7 points.
They try to make things hard for Booker inside, but he has the moves to get around that contest.
From behind the arc, and the Warriors with another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Green. 9 points in the game. Pass to Malawatch. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. On the wing, Green. 4 on the clock. Booker can't get it to go.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
MP outside. Black left side. Back to MP. The deep three.
All they talk about is pesos. Cut it up like Fable. Eating good like a Mako. Got gold like Pharaoh. Got crack on the stove like Fuego. Gotta throw out all the dope, gotta primo. Keep your head up, get the word like a Draco.
Jalen Green is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Malawatch. And it's Novak in a power forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Malawatch. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Booker.
Booker with it. He's got 7.
They're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
Devin Booker out there with Green. Then it's Malawatch, and it's Novak in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that road tonight, guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Booker. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Inside. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Down outside. Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. Buffkin with a rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Well, the Suns shooting a low 28% during this third. Pass to Novak. Now, here's Green. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. They need this. Malawatch misses. Malawatch is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Alston. And another one. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Here's Novak. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. gotta love it. Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Dunn, pass to Green. Back to Dunn. Just 4 to shoot. Looking to get it.
It's a good day.
Now Booker, 7 points in the game. They've got Dunn. Green is out there at Booker. Then it's Malawak. And it's Novak in at the 4. Who's out there for Phoenix. Dunn misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets has played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in.
A minute 29 left in the third quarter. Devin Booker out there with Green. Then it's Malawak, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Booker. 7 point.
Too many call, but few chosen. Dropped it all just to show ya. I'm about as willing, no folding. Snakes and froze, we exposing. Jesus, the way we in motion. It's about that time you gon' know it. Jesus told me go conquer. Go cover me, what's your armor? You serve me, but serve the Father. You so everything will come.
Here's Green. He's got 9. They've got Dunn. Jalen Green is out there at Booker. Then it's Malawak. And it's Novak in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Charlotte just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Allie, we appreciate the update.
He not dead. I just buckle up and do a Paul said, taking every evil thought captive. In the body of his flesh, through his life, through his death, to present holy and blameless. We're blameless. Jesus Christ, you're the only one I wanna be like. I'm so done with darkness. Show me what it means to be.
1 minute left in the third quarter. On the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Aaron Gordon is out there with Anthony Black, and it's Bufkin in at the 2.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From deep, MP hits the three-pointer.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. To stop the run, and it's MP with a rebound.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because
of
that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Shooting hard.
19 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Shed. Fires the three.
No more.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Shed. Pass to Trent. Finding it.
Is what you took for me so that I could have life everlasting.
In the name of Jesus,
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone.
Jesus, everything clean when I'm living with Jesus.
I'm here to represent. From heaven I was sent.
Everything was done to the name, bow to the name.
I'm here to represent. From heaven I was sent.
Everything was down to the name, bow to the name.
19 seconds left here in the third quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Shed.
For me, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, I follow, pray. Should have been burning in darkness, he paid the debt. I was headed for death, but you gave me breath. Help me live out your will, I follow your steps. I'm killing the flesh and you on the rest.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. The ball's knocked loose. And he's all alone. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
Pass to Shed. It's Prince on the wing. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They're
Out in the name of Jesus, everything bows to the one who freed us.
I'm here to represent. From heaven I was sent.
Everything bows down to the name, bows down to the name.
Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Defense is fantastic. Great defense, offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though.
And his guys the respect they deserve. Coach Kerr, he likes what he sees.
It's important to praise your guys when they're playing.
Here's to make some changes. Gord.
God gave me two options.
He's checked in for Sharp. Quarter.
Stay where you're at with your sorry self and your mediocre life. We'll take the red pill. Be born again. Step into the unknown, and I'll reveal mysteries to you. Which one you want? Wake up, read the Bible.
Junior comes in for Smith, and MP subbed in for McBride.
I don't care about the title. Blue pill, green pill, white pill, red. You can't see because you are dead. You can't breathe, be born again.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. He's out there with Moses Moody. Aaron Gordon is out there with Michael Porter. Booker for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. MP finds Gordon. Back to MP. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Novak. Novak's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Buries it from 3.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Novak passes to Booker. With the drive to the middle. Here's Malawat. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
Back to MP. On the wing, Porter. From downtown, and another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Done outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
And here's MP from outside.
I want to serve God, get married, then procreate. My job is to spread the word. You with another favor, you can't stop it now, my G. You should know you late.
All that I can see. Talk the cheese about me now on free. Thought was lost and doubt was gone. Trust instead of walking down the track. Hell, got me going again. I took the chance.
And the Warriors with possession here. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches.
Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Novak. Outside, Green. Booker outside. They need this. That shot, no good.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
And MP throws it down.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Transgender person, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
And here is Green. Novak gets to Green. It's up a three. Here's Malawaj, and he drops him the layup off the glass. Malawaj has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Outside, Porter to the right side. Here's Moody. The shot's good. Austin making the play. Moody's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Phoenix has got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shot.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MVP.
And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And it was a...
Got a lot of haters, some niggas gonna make you wanna be a beta. I ain't just a ABC. Some nigga man making in the business, I'm agree. That never got a lot of haters, some niggas gonna make you wanna be a beta.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he has, just a monster game for MP.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
They got done. Devin Booker out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Malowash. And it's Novak in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now Porter, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. That's good from Porter on the assist by Alston.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Booker the pass to Dunn. Shot to stop the run.
Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rockin' the Mac. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I get that back and making damn making me a piece and I'm agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rockin' the Mac. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I get that back and making damn making me a piece and I'm agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rockin' the Mac. You don't wanna be a beta.
Oh, I'm a proper lady. Just an average woman.
They can't be a lady.
What does this mean?
8 stills, 2 blocks.
The Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
What are you laughing at, Jesse?
I'm laughing at you.
I'm putting this on bully list.
Beta!
He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off, it's she. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
It's she. You kept saying him. It's she.
Were you born a male?
Yes, but it's she. I'm a woman now.
Yeah, I'm coming with the clean out. Hitting with the betas, you just wanna be proud. I don't need the cloud, I'm knocking out, I'll see it out. When they go down, we love to watch you freak out. I'm a menace in you know I got the trifold training. Lay your hand upon the church, got the fivefold ministry. 5 fingers folded, we going toe to toe, I'm getting promoted. I'ma let you betas have it, what happened to homophobics? And I'ma let that joint rest. Jumping in the kids and the people who I possess. Wild, wild west, and never try my best. Don't gorilla on straights, now I can beat my chest. I'm a feminine man. What's that? You a beta. I'm never touch you, I'd rather be a hater. If you like the God and be free from the flamers, I crusade, get on the new wave from the maker. I ain't with the ABCs. I get that man making that making me a big and I'm agree. Now I know we got a lot of haters. Now they got me to make you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I get that man making that making me a big and I'm agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now they got me to make you don't wanna be a beta.
Let alone a hater boy. You trolling on the internet like it's was in your boy. They mask up and act up, playing brave of course. Until they met by them patriots who gon' bring the force. You see it's critical. I am a walking miracle, spiritual individual, manifested the physical. A man takes a stand and don't trip. Keep your hands to yourself or you will get flipped. TTP up in this. Know that Alpha gang strong. Salute to my troops and all the police force. Know it's mean in these streets. No retreat. LA belly get the beast. In the lane full of fools. Be grateful for sheep. When it's limited. Men and women no longer get intimate. Envision the global hopes and becoming feminine. It's evident. You got your hating, bruh. I'm that little smacker boy. Homie, you know where it matters.
I ain't with the ABCs. I get that making me a agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rockin' the Mac, you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I get that making me can't make money agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rockin' the Mac, you don't wanna be a beta.
Transition and I met friends that were all trans. It's just one thing left from the other, and next thing you know, I'm going to drop my That's what I want to see. Because I do have positive for you too, where I don't identify with that.
So whenever you go to the bathroom and you see that, you like, is it? Who does it belong to?
LGBT to the you are best. That told me that you are next. Gotta tell the truth, I'm trying to do my best to show love, but you lying saying you are oppressed. Nonsense with your conscience. You can say whatever you want in the comments. You can pin them up on the cross like conscience. He can deliver you from the sin into process. You just gotta be cautious. It's a test of sin, and you don't wanna burn just like the rest of the kin. You might have to learn a little lesson within. You don't want to turn, he's not accepting you win. And that's a fact, Democrats want you to think less. And you will never see my boys up in the pink dress. And the boat is going down, I'm trying to sink the mess. And I got the Holy Spirit, I don't need the press, I'm leaving the nest. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast, do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now you're rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast, they don't agree. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast, they don't agree. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast, they don't agree. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta.
I'm a proper lady. Just an average woman. What are you laughing at, Jesse?
I'm laughing at you.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
Beta!
I work for Black Lives Matter.
He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off, it's she. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
It's she. You kept saying him. It's she.
Were you born a male?
Yes, but it's she. I'm a woman now.
Yeah, coming back to clean house. I get it for the betas who just wanna be proud. And I don't need the cloud, I'm backing out on seat doubt. Me and Granny going ham, we love to watch you freak out. I'm a menace and you know I got the trifold trinity. Lay a hand upon the church, got the fivefold ministry. 5 fingers folded, we going toe to toe, I'm getting promoted. I'ma let you betas have it, what happened to all the boldness? And I'ma let that joint rest. We up against the demons and the people who are possessed. It's the wild, wild west. And I'ma try my best. Going gorilla on the streets. Now watch me beat my chest. You a feminine man. What's the sentiment? You a beta. I'm heaven sent. You irrelevant. You a hater. Give your life to God and be free from the flamers. I crusade. Get on the new wave for the bacon. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta.
He's a beta boy, let alone a hater boy. You trolling on the internet like it's gonna save you, boy. They mask up and act up, playing brave of course, until they met by them patriots who gon' bring the force. You see it's critical, I am a walking miracle, spiritual individual, manifested invisible. A man takes a stand and don't trip. Keep your hands to yourself or you will get flipped. TTP up in this, know the alpha gang strong. Salute to my troops and all the police force. Know it's mean in these streets, no retreat. LA belly in the beast, in a land full of wolves. Be grateful for sheep, good for this living. Men and women no longer get intimate and vision. All of that becoming feminine is evident. Fake news got you hating, bruh. I'm that little smagger boy. You know what you do.
I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it a million, can't make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the mic, you don't wanna be a beta.
I wanted to do the transition, and I met some friends that were also trans, and it just kind of one thing led to the other. And next thing you know, I'm gonna chop my penis off. Because I do have bodily traits too, where I don't identify with it.
So whenever you go to the bathroom and you see it, you like wonder, what is this? Who does it belong to?
LGBT to the QRS. Bunch of phonies got told me that you are next. Gotta tell the truth, I'm trying to do my best to show love with the blind, saying you are oppressed. Not saying with your conscience. Say whatever we want in the comments. You can pin them up on the cross like conscience. He could deliver you from the sin, it's a process. You just gotta be cautious. It's to the test of sin. You don't wanna burn just like the rest of the kin. You might as well learn a little lesson within. You don't want attorneys not accepting you win. And that's a fact, Democrats want you to think less. You will never see my boys up in the pink dress. And the boat is going down, I'm trying to sink the mess. And I got the Holy Spirit out of the needs of press. I'm leaving the nest. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything you can make me a beast. I'm agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the mega. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything you can make me a beast. I'm agree. Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the mega. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything you can make me a beast. Do you agree? Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the mega. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything you can make me a beast. Do you agree? Now I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the mega. You don't wanna be a beta.
What do you? He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off, it's she.
I'm sorry?
It's she. You can thank him. It's she.
Were you born a male?
Yes, but it's she.
Yeah, coming back to clean house. I get it from the betas who just wanna be proud. I don't need the cloud, I'm backing out, don't see doubt. Me and Brandon going down, we love to watch you freak out. I'm a menace and you know I got the trifold trinity. Lay a hand up on the church, got the fivefold ministry. 5 fingers folded, we going toe to toe, I'm getting promoted. I'ma let you betas have it, what happened to all the boldness? And I'ma let that joint rest me up against the demons and the people who are possessed. It's the wild, wild west and I'ma try my best. Going gorilla on the streets, now watch me beat my chest. You a feminine man, what's the sentiment? You a beta. I'm heaven sent, you irrelevant, you a hater. If you like the God and be free from the flames, I crusade, get on the new wave for the maker. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything they can make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the maker. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything they can make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the maker. You don't wanna be a beta.
Let alone a hater boy. You trolling on the internet like it's cause you bored. They mask up and act up, playing brave of course. Until they met by the patriots who bring the force. You see it's critical. I am a walking miracle, spiritual individual, manifested the physical. A man takes a stand and don't trip. Keep your hands to yourself or you will get flipped. TTP up in this. Know that Alpha gang strong. Salute to my troops and all the police force. Know it's mean in these streets we retreat. LA belly in the peace. LA for the rules. Be grateful for sheep rules, but it's imminent. Men and women no longer get intimate and vision. The vertical, the becoming feminine is evident. Fake news got you hating, bruh. I'm that little smagger boy. You the boy in those matters.
I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything they can make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now I be rocking the maker. You don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have everything they can make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now
average woman.
I work for Black Lives Matter.
He is back. This time he's coming in
And MP is in position to do something very special tonight. He eyes moving past James Harden on the NBA's all-time three-point list. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder, and not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning.
Heaven said you were relevant, you a hater. Give your life to God and be free from the flame of